I would say that I've been struggling with obesity since I was about 12 years old, which is kind of funny since behind us is my intermediate school. So when I was actually in that school, it was around the time when I was, I guess you could say I was like a latchkey kid, or, you know, after school I'd be on my own with a lot of microwavable food and Pop-Tarts and, you know, things to get every kid loves to eat. Looking back, I can see how disassociating myself from, you know, others and being kind of isolated has led to my fluctuation in weight.
The native Hawaiians, the Pacific Islanders, the Samoans, Tongans, they have more of an obesity problem than the general public does. They're just bigger people to begin with. We see a wide variety of patients from basically every ethnic background. I have African American patients, I have patients from Japanese or Chinese heritage, a few Filipino patients, Caucasian patients. It's an incredible melting pot here. I'm always really thrilled when I have a patient that was really a big-time loner, isolated, you know, inside the house, no relationships, and they have a weight loss operation. They start coming to the support group and they start developing relationships. Only the strong survive. Okay, so 4 points about this. Number one, you're gonna have to be tough. All right? If you're gonna have a weight loss operation, for many of you, it's gonna be the hardest thing you've ever done in your life. And the first 3 to 6 months could be the worst of your life. So I did my first open gastric bypass in 1999. About a year or two later, I was in Walmart. I heard this screaming from the other side of the store, and this woman came, scared my kids, scared my kids like crazy. She came running up, hugging me, crying, happy about, you know, how her life had changed. It's kind of like the patients just congregated around me, and I saw their lives getting better. I saw them going forward. I saw them doing things that they couldn't do, going back to school, getting jobs when they had been on disability, and just going forward in their lives, having confidence, you know, having relationships that they didn't have before. It was all so good, I couldn't believe it, and yet at the same time, I couldn't not be a part of it. We saw an ad in a surgery journal for a job in Maui, and so I applied for the job and came here. But I came here and told them that, you know, I'd like to come and take this job, but I only want to do it if I can start a weight loss program in Maui, because there wasn't one here. Right now we're several hundred patients in. We're having good results. We have a support group that's thriving.
I get tired just showering. I have to use a cane. If I want to walk any distance, I have to use a walker. But I'm determined. I want to get my life back. I want to live. You know, I live in a beautiful place. I can sit here at my desk and see the ocean and hear it, and I can't walk in the sand anymore. It's too hard.
It's been about 6 weeks since my surgery, and I've lost about 1 pound a day.
Today when we came, we're at Yao Park, and I got here at 7:45, and almost every grove was taken but the one down here that we're at. And it is the furthest grove from where I parked. 2 months ago, if I had looked at that grove, I would have like, yeah, we're canceling this thing. It is not happening, right? Yesterday, we went up to Haleakala, and I hadn't been there in 3 years. And it was just amazing.
I've had a couple of really young patients who struggle with either bipolar disorder or agoraphobia, you know, fear of people, kind of put it all on the line. to get out and to come to support group, come to seminar, and you can just see them transforming, not just in weight loss, but in terms of their whole social interaction and strata. A couple patients who went into bodybuilding afterwards. You know, they had a weight loss operation, ended up having abdominoplasty surgery, and now they, you know, if you look at their Facebook page or whatever, and they're just phenomenal. You know, they look great. I had a patient who went on a makeover show. Patients that find spouses, also patients that lose their spouse. Some of the relationships, you know, it's the last straw. A spouse who was lacking confidence and poise has a surgery and now starts asserting themselves more, and people split and go in opposite directions, and sometimes that can be a good thing. So we've seen it all. We've seen everything.